think it's very important that we notice how all this division is showing up. And important to remember that there is no such thing as a coincidence. So, I mean, pretty much every issue that cuts straight to the heart of anything that would boil up and bring humans to be pit against each other has come up. So what do we do with that? It's information. First of all, we're all scared. And if you're not personally scared, you'll have to accept that whether you like it or not, people around you are scared, and de facto or whatever, you're kind of getting some of that energy. As well, the whole planet is on edge. So that's like unless you're grounding yourself intentionally, which is very easy to do. I am safe, I can trust my gut, I know what I'm doing. Also, there's a lot of stuff coming out on the media. I was sucked into one thing or another. I encourage you to forget everything that you know and be open now to anything being the situation that is the situation. And being mentally flexible and resilient. We don't have time to stop and get mad and fight and make memes about who's worse, and it's all bullshit. It's all a waste of time. Love is all there is. Anything that's divisive is not love. The illusion of separation is the strongest source of suffering. The illusion of separation is responsible for the most of the suffering of this planet. Okay? The truth is that we all have within us the power to do, have, be anything in this world that we want. As soon as you get new information, allow yourself to be updated. Allow yourself to be operating on not an old version of your life experience. So we are spiritual beings having a human experience, right? Stop it, Hondo. Just chewing up. He's already chewed it up about throwing the bottom in. Everything is in context. Take everything with a grain of salt and notice where there's an agenda. I don't trust anything. Hondo. I don't trust anything that feels it's trying to pull me one way or the other. Grounding into yourself. So forget, sometimes I say meditation or meditate, and it's like, oh, fuck that, I can't do that. You know, and I'm starting to learn that now. Just breathe in and breathe out. Feel air come in to the belly. Feel air go out. And know that is who you are. Grounded, strong, and ready. Just breathe for a couple moments a day. I have this trick I used to use. When you get information, is this true for me? Like, ask yourself. I don't know if I'm drawing a line. I learned it from someone or picked it up somewhere. If I'm drawing a line, is it true? You can also put in your hand an object. Your hand will not stand up if it's a lie, or if it's not true, or if it's something of evil or dark intentions. Look that study up. I'll research it. I'll do my video later on getting back into yoga. A bunch of people have been asking me about getting back into yoga now. And the first question I have for everyone is, has anyone taught you to breathe? Before we're gonna all start walking again, let's make sure we learned how to crawl properly. Inhaling. I've had 3-4 people take my training for the second, third time because they took their foundational RYT 200 yoga trainings and they didn't learn how to breathe. Without the breath, it's calisthenics or aerobics, whatever you want to call it. And I don't want to get too deep into this now, but the poses are just a very small part of this yoga philosophy idea, which is which is basically, so when people say, are you still doing yoga? I'm like, I am yoga. Like I don't do yoga for an hour a day, but let's all get that. That's a way to tune in, to plug in a way. So the question I want to ask everyone before I get there, have you learned to breathe into the belly so the belly gets so big and your shoulders are soft? Have you learned to exhale all the air out? Oh, it's a little more. Even more. 70% of toxins leak through the exhale. Have you learned to breathe and coordinate your breath with your movement? Inhale. Exhale. And can we maybe even take it further? Stop it, Hondo. To inhaling, smooth exhaling, long, and staying in a state where we sustain the absence of thought.